Happy New Year! This is the first video of the new year. We are in 2024, baby! Yay! Okay, this video is about the 2024 fashion trends that are ahead of us in the fashion forecast. I did some research. I have my lovely iPad here. I did a lot of research on who, what, where. I was on Vogue, I was on Glamour. I ended up on several different sites, and I can tell you there were several things in common. Very interesting trends. So the first one I want to talk about is girlcore, for bows, putting a bow on it. So there was a lot of bows seen, like very girly girl, very feminine. Another common thing was millennial pink, which is like that shade of pink that is supposedly millennials are attracted to, I guess. This was really interesting. Very girly pieces that are, you know, and I think this also ties in with the ballet flat trend. You know, ballet flats are having their moment right now. I think Miu Miu is a great representation of this brand. It's just very girly girl core aesthetic, you know, that entire putting a bow on it. So small bows and big bows. So there was a lot of bows seen on the runway, especially for Sandy Liang, Simone Rocha, and Chanel. I think the bows are definitely going to be seen just as an accent piece, but a very trendy accent touch to a lot of things headed our way for 2024. So I don't know. It's really interesting to see how this is going to play because it just goes into that bow aesthetic. But again, like I said, I tie that into the whole millennial pink thing because I did see on Stylecaster that they said millennial pink would be sprinkled throughout, predicted in the fashion forecast. So I just kind of tie that all in together. The girlcore trend, I just think all that fits together. Next trend. Business as usual, or business attire, or blazers, right? So this was something that I did see in several articles as well. I think what I took from this was a very professional and tailored look. That work attire, professional attire that's seen on like Ferragamo, Peter Do as well. A lot of pieces had like these tailored blazers. I think you can honestly never go wrong with a tailored blazer because you can throw it over jeans, you can wear it as a full suit. But I think the whole point was, especially when what I saw when I was reading the article in Vogue, it says the rise of 9-to-5 dressing. So this is basically, you know, fashion's it girls now are embracing like the corporate culture dressing, which I think is very kind of weird because when you have celebrities such as Kendall Jenner, you know, just trying to like cosplay a 9-to-5 worker is kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really, yeah. But again, when it comes to fashion and speaking of fashion, the more tailored vintage look of a professional attire and a blazer is just a very clean look. So I do like this trend. I think it's really interesting to see this. I think it'll never really go out of style, so I don't really want to call it a trend, but I like that. It's always great to invest in a tailor. I like that too. Bottega did really well with this. Prada does well with this. I love Prada. I love Miu Miu. So they really have those tailored pieces floating in the runway too. So I'm excited to see this in 2024. I like this one. Next trend for 2024, predicted on the radar, it says the 80s are back, honey. The 80s. Now, I wasn't born in the 80s, but the 80s definitely was a very influential time for fashion, music, all of that. I'm not mad at this. The 80s, you know, is definitely coming back. We take a look at Moschino, was very popular. So that's kind of coming back in now with like the oversized shades or, you know, a nice cat-eye look. So I like that. I did tie this into the sporty look trend that I'm going to talk about next. I tie this into that because Princess Diana was definitely really big on this style, and I think a lot of her looks I kind of take from that when I think of this era or this moment for trendiness. For this trend in particular, I think she is a great style icon to look to when it comes to this trend. I think that's really cool because the 80s is just interesting. I saw on this page 6 article that I was reading that the 70s silhouettes were coming to play for 2024. So I just put here, like, you know, 70s, 80s style Princess Diana as the icon to refer to for this trend. So I like this. This is interesting, and who doesn't love Princess Diana? Next up, we've got preppy style. prep school or sporty attire, like sportswear. Few articles that I saw definitely brought this up. Vogue did, Stylecaster, Glamour, etc. So think polos t-shirts from like the early 2000s, like Abercrombie t-shirts. Listen, I was the queen of those, okay? Just think of those. And I'm gonna refer back to Miu Miu, not only because it's one of my favorite brands, but because I think they did a great job of this as well last year. And it's just coming into 2024 as well, according to my research. So this preppy style of like Y2K with the collared shirts, again, tailored pieces or like shorts, just really keeping it preppy, right? I wrote down sports style as well. You know, sports are really in right now, okay? Everyone is into like some sort of tennis, golf, paddleball, which is great. Get active. But I think it's interesting to see it seep into fashion. So with that being said, Asics, those New Balances, Adidas are really coming in now to play rather than just for sports. It's more of for fashion and a trend. So this is really interesting to see how this taking the fashion industry by storm. So I know the Balenciaga trainers were a big thing, but I think we're past those now. And like I said, real comfort sneakers like Asics, which are very comfortable by the way, New Balances. There was, you know, again, a collab with Miu Miu and New Balance as well. So just that preppy school athletic attire is really going to be, supposedly going to be taken over in 2024. So that's interesting to see. I like this trend as well. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Next up, we've got, this is funny. When I saw this, I was like, are you sure? Are they sure? Capris. I don't have much to say about that because I just don't. No, just no. Why is this gonna be a thing? Why are we gonna make this a thing? I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. But it was on the runway and it popped up on my research. It popped up not once, not twice, more than 3 times. Apparently capri pants, cropped pants are in. I don't know. As a tall girl, I'm not a fan of that. It's been done. It's been done well. I just don't know if we're going to be ready for that in 2024. But hey, fashion is a cycle. Fashion is a circle. Things come back. And I guess capris are trying to do just that. So yeah, I don't have much to say on that. I just think it's interesting and it's on the runway. So we'll see how this one goes. Not the biggest fan of that, but I'm excited to see exactly how that takes the fashion industry by storm in 2024. And lastly, best for last, because I think this is very important and very impactful, is sustainability. I labeled it sustainability because there was other articles that mentioned not so basic basics, non-basic basics, a capsule wardrobe, and sustainability. And I think this is a very, very important topic because the fashion industry is in a weird place right now because they're really trying to move past fast fashion. There are a lot of people who are trying to just be a lot more conscious about their purchasing and buying. And I think that's great because if we really visit the deep dive into that, which we won't get into in this video, I think it's a great way, a great direction for the fashion industry to steer. So with that being said, this trend is going to focus more on not so basic basics. So pieces you can really rotate within your wardrobe. I'm always here for that. Fashion is not just about trends per se. It's also about what can you style and wear and how you wear it well. So I think that's great. Not so basic basics pieces, again, that you're going to reach for in your closet. So with sustainability, it may not be necessarily buying all organic cotton materials or sustainable things or recycled cotton or things like that, but small steps. So building that capsule wardrobe where you are focused on those pieces, those not so basic basics, and those basics you can rotate in your closet. I really think that's important, and I thought that was cool that this was forecasted for a 2024 fashion trend because I see that a lot of people are heading into this direction and it's a great direction. So I'm definitely here for this trend. Really like that. I want to hear your thoughts on these trends. Which one did you like? Which one did you not like? Which one do you think is going to take 2024 by storm? Oh, also there was a giveaway on my last video and I'm going to place the winner right here on the screen. if you're watching, congratulations, you won your $200 Saks gift card, and I will be reaching out so that you can claim your prize. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.